there, I'm Yudhika Sujanani and welcome to Carry Me Home. I'm going to be making one of my favorite dishes, which is a chicken Breyani today. And there's many different versions, so this is my very quick and easy way of doing it. So we're going to start out with a pan, and I'm using my wonderful electric AMC pan. And we're going to pop in some sunflower oil. And next I'm going to add a bay leaf, a cinnamon stick, and some cumin seeds. Now cumin's just really a wonderful spice. It actually aids digestion. It's added to lots of Indian dishes. The next thing I'm going to add is chopped onions. And we're going to saute these onions until they're a light golden brown. I'm going to add salt to the onion, and this speeds up the browning of the onion. About 1.5 teaspoons of coarse salt. I love the smell of browning onions. It just smells like home. Curry leaves going in. And we're just going to fry these, and when they start to turn a light golden brown, we're going to add garlic. So these onions have turned light brown, and I'm going to be adding some garlic. And garlic and ginger is added to most Indian dishes. And in goes some ginger. These are freshly crushed. I prefer to crush them myself and not use the store-bought varieties with preservatives. I'm going to give that a quick stir, and just watch the garlic. Garlic tends to burn quite easily, so once it does burn, it turns quite bitter. So you have to throw out the whole mix and start again. Red chili, our first spice going in. I feel like a bit of a hot curry today, so I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of red chili powder. And I've added that over to the side of the pan so the red chili doesn't hit the oil and burn. I'm going to stir that around. It just needs a bit of heat, but not to fry. And this is chicken thigh fillets. I prefer using thigh fillets to breast fillets. It is more moist and tender. And we're going to stir this around and seal the meat. And this is where cooking fillet goes terribly wrong, because if you add water too soon or moisture too soon, you actually cause the meat to boil rather than to seal. So while the chicken is sealing, I'm going to actually prepare saffron infusion, and this is proper Spanish saffron, and they come in these little sachets. And what you need to do with saffron is generally heat up the strands. It's terribly expensive, so try not to drop them. And the saffron strands go into a little bowl, and generally you would heat them on a hot, dry pan. I'm going to do the cheats version and just warm it up in the microwave. It's about 30 seconds, and then we're going to top it with boiling water. So I'm just going to get the saffron out the microwave, and here it is. And once this starts to cool, it's quite easy to actually crumble the saffron into little pieces. So just using your fingertips. My favorite tool is my fingers. So you just break up the strands. You can see my fingertips are starting to go a bit yellow. And we're going to pour some boiling water over that. It almost instantly turns a beautiful yellow. Okay, back to our chicken. You can see the chicken sealed quite beautifully. And now I'm going to add the roasted spices. Now all the spices in the Carry Me Home range have actually been slow roasted, so you don't need to fry them off in oil for them to release flavor and aroma. So cumin, coriander and garam masala going in, a pinch of turmeric, and another quick stir. This doesn't need a lot of heat. I'd say about a minute, and then I'm going to add some tomato. So the spices have started to brown and stick to the bottom of your pan. Just use a wooden spoon and scrape the bottom of the pan, and I still haven't added water. When you are cooking chicken fillets or filleted meat, always remember that water causes the meat to boil, which makes it quite dry and stringy and very tasteless. Now the moisture is going to come from the tomatoes, and these are just blanched chopped tomatoes. You can leave the seeds in as well. And the moisture from the tomatoes will actually loosen whatever spices are stuck to the bottom of the pan. So I'm just going to gently scrape away whatever's stuck to the bottom. So now I'm going to layer this with some cooked lentils, and these are just brown lentils. You can use green ones as well, and we normally call them Breyani lentils. So we're layering the Breyani lentils over the chicken. Next we're going to add some cream, and I'm using Clover cream. It's really very reliable and it doesn't split or curdle. So cream going over. Traditionally yogurt is used in this dish, but I don't really like the flavour of yogurt, and I've gone for the more decadent version, which is to use cream instead. Right, now we're going to layer the rice over, and as you can see, this pot is cold. The rice is actually cold. It's cooked in advance, cooled down and refrigerated. When you use hot rice in a dish like this, the rice tends to become quite gluggy and very sticky. So you want the grains to be very, very fluffy and light. Okay, so that's the rice layered over the chicken and the lentils, and this is going to take about 5 minutes to steam up. Just remember, fillet cooks really quickly. If you are, however, using chicken on the bone, just remember to cook it for a bit longer. I'm going to top the leftover lentils, the rest of the lentils, over the rice, and I can already hear it sizzling. And now I'm going to add a few more curry leaves over the top. And here is the saffron infusion going in right at the end. Now you could actually do the saffron infusion with hot milk. I just prefer the water. I'm going to get all of that out, and it smells fantastic. It also tints the rice. The brown onions, these are sliced onions that are actually fried and drained in a strainer and left on absorbent paper towel for a while, and they should crisp up. And you can make these in advance and store them in a refrigerator for about a week or so. I'm going to put some onions over the top. I love fried onions. So this is not the dieter's version. You could also add some par-cooked potatoes to this dish if you like. Now I'm going to pop the lid back on, and this is going to take about 5 minutes. So the chicken biryani's been simmering for about 5 minutes, and it's been on a very low heat. So I've just turned off the heat, and this is going to be ready. And it smells fantastic. I'm just going to use a wooden spoon and just gently move the chicken around just to make sure that it's not sticking and burning. And that is fantastic. I'm going to sprinkle some fresh coriander over. I can't wait to get stuck into some of this, so I'm just going to serve myself a nice greedy portion of my chicken biryani. It's almost like a cheats version. Oh, it looks and smells amazing. I'm going to add more coriander on top. And now for the tasting. Thank you for watching Carry Me Home, and we'll see you again soon.